Hi Andy. CT1, latest technology in sealing and bonding, replaces numerous products in one, including silicones, mastics, acrylics, decorator's cork, all in one tube, and it does more. Okay. First of all, once you've opened the product and you've got some left in the cartridge, all you've got to do is leave a little blob hanging out the top of the nozzle like so, and that's good for 4 months, so you don't get any wastage whatsoever. You can use...
So like others, it's not going to go off in here,
No.
and then you've got to start pulling it through with an old nail or something?
That's right, just acts like a cork in a wine bottle, pop it off and away you go. So when you buy a 290ml cartridge, you get to use a full 290ml cartridge. So you can use CT1 overhead. Traditional products will slump and sag, okay? With CT1, this doesn't happen. You can actually stack the product to a depth of about 50ml, no slumpage whatsoever. Can I do that over your head? Job done.
Watch the hair, it's expensive this.
Okay, so no slumpage whatsoever. What's unique about the product, it's a unique hybrid polymer that doesn't contain any solvents. Often mimicked, but never equalled. So as you can see or smell, there's no harmful solvents in the product. So it's guaranteed never to shrink or crack. With that as well, Andy, you can actually spread the products. You can actually use it as a filler, and that can be painted over in about 1 hour with most traditional paints. Okay, so it's used as the ultimate filler as well.
So you've got almost a silicone, a filler,
Yep, an adhesive.
and a cork, all of which can be, and the great thing with that,
Yep.
you haven't got to start rubbing that down, have you?
No, you get
It's
a
not
nice,
like-
nice,
yeah,
smooth
nice finish on it.
And you've got some CT1 on your fingers there. Very easy to remove from the skin. Okay, we've done a lot of research into snagging, and the reason why snagging occurs most of the time is something hasn't bonded properly or something's leaking. So we say use a good quality product to begin with in the first place, and that will eliminate the snagging. Okay.
And also, as a builder, we hate snagging.
Exactly.
So if we can have one tube
Exactly.
that does it all,
Job done.
yeah.
Okay. Some sealant manufacturers claim their product can be used on damp surfaces and wet surfaces, but when you actually come to use them, it's not the case. Here, we have a bit of a damp surface here, Andy. Would you agree?
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you hold that for me, please? Okay. So, CT1 can be used underwater. Not a problem, as you can see. And you can actually mould that underwater as well. So if you've got a leaking trap under a sink, for example, you can spread that below and above the water line. Okay.
And how long's the cure time on that?
Okay. A full chemical cure is 24 hours, but the product's moisture curing, so wet conditions, it will speed up the curing process, okay? But it will seal instantly. So as you can see, it's actually dispersed the water. I can put a cut in there. Job done, sealed, okay? So the other problematic application you have is leaking gutters, okay? Nightmare application. And let me create a leaking gutter for you. There's your problem. There's your solution. Job done. Isn't that amazing? Okay.
Good bit of kit.
So that's the sealing side, Andy. What's equally impressive is the bonding side, and we'll come on to the bonding a little bit more later on because we've got some challenges for you. But it will bond various materials, wood, polystyrene. Again, because of the no solvent content, doesn't attack sensitive material like your polystyrene. So your Celotech boards, absolutely fine. Glass.
There's water in there.
There's water in there, so
yeah.
mold resistant. Okay. Mirrors, again, because there's no isocyanates in the product, doesn't attack the backing of the mirror. Tiles, marble, copper, lead, plastics, polycarbonate sheeting, metals. And this is on a small surface area, as you can see. Just feel the mass.
It's a concrete block, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a concrete block.
So what's that? 20 kilos roughly?
I would say, 15 to 20 kilos. So
and that's not
very strong in terms of bonding, and that's not going anywhere.
No.
Okay, so that's the bonding side. I'll come on to the flexibility as well, because the product's very flexible, super flexible. Very strong in terms of flexibility, and there's all your different colours. We have 10 colours now in the range. The new one is the anthracite, which we just launched as of last week. Here we have Pyrex glass dish onto a piece of plywood. CT1 is very strong in terms of bonding. The actual bonding strength is 265 newtons per centimetre squared, which basically means it's the same as an aluminium weld, okay? Very, very strong in terms of bonding. We've got a nice bead around the dish here, one we prepared earlier, and inside is a £50 note.
That's the bit that got my attention, the pinky in there, yeah.
Of course, absolutely. So I hope you had your Weetabix today. So the challenge is for you to prise this dish away from the plywood to retrieve the £50 note.
So you're saying if I can get that off there, that's mine?
That's yours. Job done.
Right. This is absolutely stuck on, and there's
much.
no way in a month of Sundays that is coming off. So if you think you can get this off here, any brickies, scaffolders, you know, the ones that think you're a bit tough as nails out there, come and have a go. If you catch the CT1 van, they're going to be going around the country. Come and have a bash on this. I've given it a go, and it isn't moving. But if you think you can, there's 50 quid.
So that's the glass onto the plywood. The other application we have is timber to timber, okay? 4x2 by 4x2. And this time, Andy, you can prise these two pieces of material together.
Well, there's another
There's
one down
100
there.
quid in it for you.
Couple of bits of 3x2 stuck together. All I've got to do is separate them. So I'm going to need a couple of lads on the end of this, and I'm going to lift this, and that 100 quid means we've got a decent bit of breakfast. Sam? So all I've got to do is lift this off.
Just lift it up, Andy, and it's all yours.
No breakfast today.
Better luck next time.
That is impressive. It's not even given, is it?
No.